this is the heart of the farm. Also do B2C, so when customers buy vegetables directly from me, they are actually paying supermarket prices.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, so Hema, you have to go through the air shower, rainwater, and do you know that in Singapore, harvesting rainwater commercially is illegal? The government gave us an agricultural grant. I'm not allowed to reveal the amount of the grant. Confidentiality.
Okay, but
one technology can function on its own. That's why we call this a total integrated solution. Thank you so much, Hema. Thank you for the encouraging words.
Welcome to Happiness with Hema. If you're somebody new to my channel, don't forget to like, subscribe and share. And today, come along with me to inside Singapore's woman-led hydroponic farm. Come along with me on an inspiring visit to this GoGrace farm. It's a beautiful woman-led hydroponic farm right here in Singapore. We'll hear directly from the passionate founder Grace and discover what makes her farm so fresh, clean and truly special. So let's start from the scratch. Words hydroponic farm in Singapore reached somewhere here, and you can see the place look quite industrial area kind of, but here, from here I will go to level 5 and there is a hydroponic farm. Okay, so let's see. And we'll be going to level 5. Level 4 and level 5. Okay, hi. Hi, Grace.
Hello, nice to meet you. You look so pretty.
So she is the owner of this farm, Fido Farm.
Yeah, but this is my landlord's building, so I'm just gonna bring you into the cafeteria.
Okay.
For you to relax and have a seat while I finish my meeting.
No
And
worries.
then I'll be with you shortly.
Yes. Okay. Thank you.
Building.
Oh, yes.
Over there, can you see GoGrace?
Okay.
The container is sort of blocking. But
Okay. Wow.
we'll walk over later.
Sure. So this is Grace's landlord's building. You can see the huge building, and very soon Grace is going to take us to her farm, hydro farm. She's a beautiful farmer of Singapore. You can see how sexy and how vibrant.
You're very disheveled today when you sleep. Okay, you can just hang around here while I finish my meeting and then I'll be with you shortly.
Sure,
Give me
sure.
about 15-20 minutes, okay? Thank
Great.
you.
Okay. Wow, this place looked very cozy. After meeting with Grace, she brought me to this cafeteria. This cozy little spot where I waited while she got ready. As I waited, I used the time to set up for our podcast. Checking the camera, adjusting the lighting, testing the audio. Welcome to Hema Talks from Dreams to Reality. Just making sure everything was good to go. This space might look a bit rugged from the outside, almost like a construction zone tucked in the far west, but inside it feels warm, welcoming and quite charming. Looks like Grace often used this area to meet clients and handle her day-to-day farm interactions. So here what I'm showing you is their cafeteria area. Look well equipped with a lot of coffee varieties, and this place really seems very cozy. Surprisingly peaceful and functional setup. So basically this is a construction company, and here there's a lot of space. I'm going to show you around this beautiful, see. I had my meeting with Grace scheduled at 11 a.m. but I made it a point to arrive a little early, just about 10-15 minutes before time. It's always a good idea to be a few minutes early rather than rushing in late, right? While I was waiting, I took a little walk around this peaceful outdoor waiting area. It's simple, cozy, and filled with cutest little fishes, some tiny, some a bit bigger, just swimming around playfully. This quiet moment gave me a chance to soak in the vibes before heading straight into the farm tour. Well, Grace is back from her meeting, so let's get started. I'm excited.
Okay, guys, so now we are heading towards Grace farm, and this area is so beautiful, Grace. Yeah,
It is. This is
Your
the
landlord-
industrial sea view outside.
Yeah. So what this area is mainly a construction building or something?
Well, there are a lot of logistics buildings here.
Okay.
But my landlord will go this way. My landlord is a construction company.
Okay.
Yeah. And there is a beautiful view over there that you can see the sea view, but we call it the industrial sea view. So you can
Okay.
see the petrochemical, you can see a bit of water from here.
Yeah, that corner. Yes.
Careful, yeah?
Yeah.
You're in heels.
I know, because after this I'm going somewhere else also. Like I have 2-3 events today.
Okay.
Yeah. So it's Grace.
Okay. So this is the heart of the farm, right? And we're using 100% rainwater to grow. That is our 16 cubic meter rainwater harvesting tank, the one on top, right? So we harvest rainwater, and do you know that in Singapore, harvesting rainwater commercially is illegal? So you need a special permit and license from PUB to harvest rainwater.
Really?
Right? So yes,
Oh.
absolutely. Because Singapore has a water security issue, and rainwater actually belongs to the government. So you can imagine if everybody starts to harvest rainwater commercially, our reservoir will be empty.
Oh.
Yeah, so you need a special permit. So from the rainwater harvesting tank, it goes to the first station, and this is a UV filtration station. And this is where the water is cleansed of harmful contaminants and bacteria.
Okay.
And then from here, the water goes to the second station, which is a nutrient dosing station. So this
Okay.
is where the water is dosed with nutrient A, nutrient B, as well as nitric acid in that grey box.
So you add those nutrients? You add those?
Yeah.
Okay.
So the system will add the nutrients into the water.
Okay.
They will dose the nutrients into the water.
Okay.
And then once the nutrients are dosed and the nitric acid is also dosed into the water will go to the second level water tank, and from the second level water tank, it goes into the irrigation system. So
Okay.
this is the irrigation system, right? And then the water will also go to the big tank for water to be pumped into the farm.
That bigger one.
Yeah,
white
that's
one.
right. And then
Okay.
the water from there gets pumped into the farm, which you will
Oh.
see later.
So it's a well-treated water which is going towards the farm.
That's
Okay.
correct, yeah.
So how much this the whole this irrigation thing cost? All this thing?
So
Any idea?
I don't remember the breakdown, but the entire farm cost the budget was about 2.8 million. But because of COVID, we sort of overshot the budget. Yeah.
Okay. And
Yeah.
did you got any government? What do you call that?
Yes, the government gave us agricultural grant. That's correct.
Grant was there, okay.
Yes, but I'm not allowed to reveal the amount of the grant.
Oh,
Yes,
okay,
yes.
okay.
They make me sign confidentiality.
Okay, but the government helps.
Yes,
in
the
this kind of
government
a project.
support us on capital expenditure.
Good.
Yeah.
Okay.
So this is the heart of the farm because everything starts here, right?
Okay.
The brain of the farm is this climate control system called Prever. So Prever has been around for about 60 years, and Prever is the one that brings all the technology together. So Prever is the one that sets the temperature, the humidity, the CO2. So this is also Prever's nutrient dosing station. So no one technology can function on its own. That's why we call this a total integrated solution, right? The climate control, the cultivation technology, the air handling units and all that. So all this tech comes together to form this total solution.
Okay.
Yes. So I have a fun fact to tell everybody, to share with
Yes.
everyone. So do you know that the Netherlands is the second largest exporter of vegetables to the rest of the world?
Wow.
The largest
okay.
exporter is actually United States of America, but USA is 200 times the size of the Netherlands. So the
Yeah.
Netherlands is a small nation feeding the world. And they are able to do that because the Dutch are world leaders in agricultural innovation. So when I wanted to build a farm, I only wanted to work with the best in class, which is why I only have Dutch technologies in my farm.
Right. That's an interesting fun fact. Thank you, Grace, for that.
Thank you. Let's go. Okay, Hema, you have to go through the air shower.
Okay.
So the air shower is just be careful, okay? You may want to hold on to the railing.
Sure. Yeah, yeah,
Okay.
I'm fine.
So we are going into the air shower. The air shower is like 20 seconds of air on you just to blow any potential pests off your beautiful hair.
Okay. Okay. So
You can just bring everything in, no problem.
Okay. Okay.
Open both doors while showering. Year round, it's grass all over the zone.
That's it.
Wait for a while. Thank you.
Okay, good. The other side.
Okay.
How does that feel?
Wow, that's
It's quite
nice.
refreshing, right?
So it's like cleaning everything.
It's not cleaning, it's just blowing off potential pests on your hair.
Okay,
So maybe
so-
you have a little fly, on your hair.
On any
Anything that is visible to the eye actually.
Visible to
yeah.
us. Okay, that's interesting. Okay.
Alright, so we're going into the farm now.
Yes.
So the lights are not turned on, so it's a little bit dark, but later on I can get the growers to turn on the lights for you so you can have a good look at how the farm looks like.
Sure.
Alright, welcome. Come on in.
Wow.
So welcome to GoGrace. So the floor is a little bit wet because we're doing harvesting. The first half of the day is always harvesting, right? And the growers will always harvest the front of the farm. So we have 4 layers and they will take out the floats from all 4 layers in front because this farm works in a first in, first out basis, right? So whatever comes in first is whatever will go out first. So every time after they harvest the front of the crops, they will create a space in front, and that's when they will push in the young plants from the back, and then the plants get pushed forward. And then the next day, the growers will again harvest the crops in front.
Oh,
Okay.
Very systematic way. Yeah.
Yes, exactly. So I want to explain to you about dry hydroponics, which is very different from hydroponics,
Yeah.
right? So the majority of indoor farms in the world, they use hydroponics, but we use dry hydroponics, and I'm going to show you the difference.
Okay.
The floor is a little bit wet. Are you okay with it?
Yes, yes, I'm fine.
Yeah? Okay. So with hydroponics farming, the grow medium is always submerged in the water. Okay, the grow medium is always submerged in the water. But with dry hydroponics, our grow medium and our water is actually not touching. And I'm going to show you right now. Can you see that there is a slope here on our float?
Yeah.
The soil is actually inside. The grow medium is actually inside. So
Okay.
it is actually kept dry. It's always kept dry.
Okay.
Yeah, that's why it's called dry hydroponics. And there are many, many benefits to dry hydroponics. One of the benefit is that we do not have fungal issue. So with hydroponics farming, they will have to flush the water every 3 to 4 days, and then they will refill with fresh water to prevent fungal infection. But with dry hydroponics, we don't flush our water. That's why we are highly water efficient, and our water is also an ecosystem filled with healthy organisms and bacteria.
Okay.
Right, so that's the first benefit of dry hydroponics. The second benefit is that dry hydroponics allow for this first in, first out kind of system that actually removes a lot of the necessity for robotic, mechanical kind of arms and all that. So there are some super high-tech farm in the world where they install a lot of all these robotic arms, but we do not have to do that. As you can see, the farm is just as it is, It's
Yeah.
actually very simple. We just have our very
So
good grow
manually you
lights.
just
We use water as a transport system.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's why we call this actually a medium tech farm. It is not a super high tech
Super
farm.
high, okay.
But we don't want it to be super high tech because we don't see those mechanisms helping us in our ability to grow. But then it will increase our capital expenditure tremendously.
Okay.
I'm going to get the grower to turn on the lights for you. Okay, you have to capture this because it's going to look very beautiful.
Okay.
志宽，我可以麻烦你帮我开灯吗？ This is my master grower, Chikwan. He grows all the amazing food. He's wonderful. Yeah, I have an A team. I'm very, very blessed. So, you know, a lot of indoor farms, the height is about 60 centimeter. If you were to just Google indoor farm, you can see that their rackings are built one layer above the other very tightly.
Yeah,
so in GoGrace, we don't do that. In
Yeah,
fact,
I can see a lot of space.
yeah, so GoGrace is the only indoor farm in the world that looks the way it does.
Yeah.
And the reason is because we believe that it is very important to create the optimal growing environment for the crops. And when you do that, you don't just get the yield, you also get the quality. That's why our crop quality is like so good. And this is necessary for air optimization.
Yes.
Airflow is very, very important, right?
I can see happy plants. Yeah.
Yes, the plants are super happy. So I'm just going to show you very quickly. You can see the quality is very good, and I absolutely assure you, you will not be able to find another head of lettuce that look like this in Singapore.
Yes, very healthy.
It's
yes.
super, super healthy. So for all the followers of Hema out there who loves to eat vegetables, or if you're health conscious, or if you're a vegan or a vegetarian, you will love our vegetables. I absolutely promise you.
For sure.
So this light that you're seeing now is called the magenta spectrum. The magenta spectrum mimics the sunlight. So the
Okay.
second, third and fourth layer, they all only have the magenta spectrum. The light will slowly turn into white light. Later you will see it, okay?
Yeah,
So
it's
this
turning into
is
white
the,
right now.
yes, so this is the only layer where we install these lights. We call them the full spectrum light. So with full spectrum light, you can play around with the different light spectrum to create the look and feel and also the taste profile of the crop. I'll just give you an example. This is a red lettuce variety. The seed itself is red lettuce. But if we don't expose it to blue lights from this full spectrum lighting, you will not get beautiful, deep, rich red like this for the whole lettuce. You will get patches of red. Because the variety is red, so you will still get the red, but you get a patch of red here, a patch of red there, you know. But in order to get this beautiful deep red for the entire lettuce, we expose it to the blue lights, right? And we also grow superfood rainbow chard over there. Unfortunately, the float is inside. You're not able to touch the leaves. So the leaves of our rainbow chard is very thick. And the reason is also because we expose it to the blue lights.
Yeah, I mean, I
Yes.
can see the nice colors. Yeah.
Yeah, it's called rainbow chard. So it's
Very
a
rich.
superfood. It's anti-cancer. It's very high in antioxidants. So people who are super health conscious will juice this together with kale as well as like Fuji apples and all that.
Okay.
Yes.
Wow.
So we have 4 layers here. Each layer is about 180 square meters. 4 layers is 720 square meters.
This is the first layer. That's the second layer.
and then third and fourth.
Third, and then they have a fourth layer up
Yeah.
here.
So Hema, I have a question for you.
Yes.
If I were to convert this farm into a lettuce farm, how much lettuce do you think we can harvest in a week?
Quite a lot.
Just make a random guess. One head of lettuce is about 200 grams.
Is it
So if
10 to 15 kg or
10 to 15 kg a week.
yeah? Is it?
We can grow 1,200 kg of lettuce a week.
Wow! Yeah.
So can you see how this is a game changer?
Yeah.
It is not a big warehouse. It is a warehouse that is about 430 square meters. But that is the amount of food we can grow in such a small footprint,
Wow.
right? So
Yes.
I totally want the world to see this, that we are not just able to grow food, but we can grow a lot of food, super high quality food, and also a wide variety.
Yes.
We have lettuce, we have our Tuscan kale, curly kale, rainbow chard, and we also have our Asian greens somewhere inside. And we are also doing trial. So every few months, we will do trial. Okay, we will learn how to grow new crops. So right now, we are learning how to grow 2 crops. One is the perilla leaves over there.
Okay.
It's wet, be careful, okay? It's a perilla leaf. One is the perilla leaf, and one is tomato. So we are also growing tomatoes. When they grow bigger, they actually turn When they grow bigger, the color behind changes to a bit of a purple.
Oh, the same one, huh?
It's the same, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's the same. So this is perilla leaves.
Okay.
And we're also doing trial on tomatoes. So you can see over
Tomatoes.
there, those little trees
Cherry
up there.
tomatoes?
Yes.
Okay.
So they have grown to be very, very tall and very big. So this is another...
this one?
Yes, this one, yeah. So this is
Okay.
another reason why we want to have a higher height, because we are also a R&D farm. We want to be able to grow all kinds of crops.
Okay.
Yes. Would you like me to talk a little bit more about the technology?
Yeah, you can.
Okay.
Yeah, please.
So we have 4 air handling units here, and those are the air handling units,
Okay.
right? So each air handling unit takes care of the temperature and the humidity for each level, right?
Okay.
So in the ideal situation, we can actually grow crops of different temperate climates.
Okay.
For example, I can grow broccoli that requires 20 degrees at one level.
Okay.
And then I can grow lettuce that requires 26 degrees at another level. And
So
then
you can control the temperature. You mean to say you can control the temperature
for
from
each
this?
layer.
Oh, okay.
Correct. But
Okay.
because of practical reasons, I need to grow as many varieties as possible, so I make the crops share the environment,
Okay.
right? Because I have to grow a wide variety so that I can bring more crops to the market, I can sell them, and
Okay.
so we sort of make the crops compromise,
Okay.
right? But in the ideal situation, every layer we should be able to, grow very unique crops that is unique to their, that has got unique growing parameters.
Okay. That's a good information.
Yes.
Anything else, Grace, you want to share? So they have 2 air units, as Grace
4
said,
air
which
handling units.
controls
1, 2, 3, 4, which control
these are
each
like-
layer. Yeah.
which controls each layer of temperature.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about it actually.
So Grace, yes, these crops are very affordable also.
Yeah. So that's a very good question, Hema. A lot of people say that, Grace, your produce is too expensive. But to be honest, the crops are only expensive if we sell through a third party, right? So whether we sell through wholesalers or supermarkets, because naturally everybody has to make a margin, right?
yeah.
Which is why I also do B2C. So when customers buy vegetables directly from me, they are actually paying supermarket prices.
Oh, lovely.
Yes, so people can go onto my website to do subscription boxes,
Okay.
right? But then I have to be fair. I want to be honest by saying that even with supermarkets in Singapore, you have a range. You have the Sheng Siong, Giant, and then you have Fair Price, and then you have Fair Price Extra, Fair Price Finest, and Cold Storage. So I guess we are more the Fair Price Finest, and Cold Storage kind of prices.
Okay.
Yes, yes, that's right. Yeah.
Okay, and where they can, when they want to buy, where they can go to Shopee or something? You have some?
Okay, so we have an e-commerce website that's called GoGrace.store, GROGRACE.store, and that's where you can get our crops.
Okay, you haven't collaborated with any other shopping websites?
No, I haven't. Yeah, I'm only selling through my own e-commerce website, but I am hoping to be able to start TikTok live sale or list my products on TikTok very soon.
Okay.
Yes.
That will be because more people will, know about it. Yeah.
Yes,
Because
absolutely.
many of the people, they don't know about it until
I
they are
know.
passionate and they are like going through some health issue or something.
Yes.
But I think this is a very good initiative. Everybody should know about it.
Thank you so much, Hema. Thank you for the encouraging words.
Okay.
Thank you.
Well, guys, wasn't that an inspiring walkthrough? From the farm to the packaging unit, Grace is truly redefining fresh and local. Well, if you loved discovering this hidden gem with me, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Happiness with Hema for more such meaningful, beautiful finds right here in Singapore. Stay happy, stay healthy. Happiness with Hema signing off.